Hello my people, welcome to my channel again. Today it is after 10. Today is a Sunday morning and you're welcome to my channel. If this is your first time coming to my channel, please make sure you subscribe to my channel and make sure you like this video if you really enjoyed it, but I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. It's a must. So like you all know, this channel is all about pig farming and raising pigs and breeding pigs. That's what we do. So today I'll talk about the benefits of pig farming. Whatever you're doing in this life, be it business, be it living life as a whole, every activity you engage yourself in has consequences. Now these consequences might be good or might be bad. That's why we have the advantages of everything and the disadvantages of everything, merits and demerits of everything we do in this life. So pig farming included. So now, are there benefits in pig farming? Yes, everything has a benefit. So that is what I'm going to talk about in this video. So you are probably getting yourself involved in pig farming for the benefits, not for the bad side of it, but for the good side of it, which mostly comes down to making profits and making a living out of the whole activity. Even if you have a passion for the farming as a whole, but you still want to cash out because your passion won't feed you, your passion won't put food on your table, so you have to make sure that it's giving you money. So the number one benefit in pig farming is that it creates a source of income. 100% of everybody doing pig business today, whether you are selling pork, whether you are breeding pigs, you are doing it for the sole purpose of making money, of making a living out of it. Because nobody would like to do something that will, at the end of the day, not make him money or not bring a credit alert to his phone. We are all working for the same purpose of making an income from it. So the number one purpose and probably the most important benefit of pig farming is for a source of income. The second benefit of pig farming is, by the way, I have my paper. If you're wondering what I'm looking at, I have my paper. So the number two benefit of pig farming is that it creates a source of employment. Like it or not, if you are able to scale up your pig farming, if you are able to make it in a big way, whether you started from small and grew it into a big farm, or whether you started from big farm, or whether you started from from the big scale, one of the major benefits of this pig farming of it is that it creates a source of employment for those in your environment. Because there's no way that you are going to run a big pig farm all by yourself. In fact, most pig farmers, even though they are starting very small, always employ somebody who will work for them because they don't always have time to be in their big farm, because their big farm is not their main occupation, just like a side hustle that they are praying and they are working halfway to grow. Then they can focus on it full time. So pig farming creates a source of employment for those in your neighborhood and for those in your environment, and it also helps to alleviate poverty. Now the third benefit in pig farming is that it provides provision of meat. The world is growing. The population of the world is growing. As of now, we are over 7 billion humans walking on this earth. As much as people are dying, people are also being born. People are being born every day. So the food need in the world is constantly growing. And by statistics and by calculations, it has been predicted that the world population should reach at least 10 billion people in the next 50 years. So just imagine the food market. Just imagine the market that is there for meat. The market is insatiable. It can never be satisfied because people are always craving and buying meat. So, and the world is also growing. So the meat market is always there, and therefore pig farming helps in contributing its own part, which is providing pork for this constantly increasing human population. Now the fourth benefit of pig farming is that it provides an avenue whereby wastes are put to good use. Most of the food that pigs eat, they are usually waste, industrial waste. For example, the PKC is a waste from palm kernel industries. The PKC is I made a video about it, the purpose of PKC and if it is good for pigs. So you can check that in this channel also. So this pig farming helps to reduce waste, which helps to make the world a cleaner and a more hygienic place. Even the dough that the pigs eat is also a waste of all these factories that make use of flour. Even the blood meal, is from slaughterhouses. The blood that came out from the slaughtered animals. So it's also waste that is being put to good use. So pig farming as a whole helps to decrease the level of waste in the environment. This fifth benefit of pig farming is that pigs, unlike poultry, birds, unlike other animals, are not fragile. Pigs are very resistant to diseases. So that is why if you are entering pig farming, you should be sure that hardly will you record mortality in your pig farm, because pigs are very, very strong animals and they have strong immune systems. That's why you see that pigs can eat rubbish, as much rubbish as possible, and still be healthy. But if a goat or if a chicken eats that same rubbish, they will die. So pigs are very resistant to diseases. So that means if you are going to pig farming, you should be assured that hardly will you record any mortality in your pig farm, and that is an advantage, a very good advantage a very good advantage at that. The sixth benefit of pig farming is that pigs are prolific breeders. What do I mean by prolific breeders? I mean pigs can multiply very fast. If you start your pig farm, let's say January 2020, with one female pig, one matured female pig, and one matured male pig, because pigs give birth twice a year, and they give birth to an average of 5 piglets. By the end of that year, you should have at least 10 more pigs in your farm. And you cannot get this in goats, you cannot get this in other animals, except for snails that lay 40 to 60 eggs. But when it comes to like profitable animals that you can sell one and make enough money, it's pigs. Pigs give births in quantity and 2 times in a year. So that means they are prolific breeders, and you are sure that if you are raising them, you have more and more and more coming, and your farm will quickly multiply. So that is why I say that they are prolific breeders. So the seventh benefit of pig farming is that the feeding is very cheap, because 100% of what pigs eat is waste, unless you want to give them like expensive food, but that's wasting of money. So 100% of what the pigs eat are waste, industrial waste, factory waste, slaughter waste, So that means those feed, since they are waste, they are very, very cheap, because here in Nigeria, a bag of pig is around 1.5, a bag of dough is around 2.5. So these things are very cheap, unlike other aspects of livestock farming, because a bag of poultry feed now, I think it's around 3.5 or 3.7 or so. So just imagine the cost you are saving. Just imagine the money you are saving. And pigs have a high conversion rate. So the more they are eating this waste, the more they are growing. And the more they are growing, the more your money is increasing. So the eighth benefit of pig farming is that pigs have a very fast growth rate. If you are raising a goat or if you are raising a cattle, at least before you sell a matured goat, you must know how long it will take for it to grow. Okay, now for here in the southeast Nigeria, because I'm based in Aba, a 1-year-old goat, a well-fed 1-year-old goat could cost around 20,000, 18,000, or 20-something thousand. But a well-fed matured pig of 1 year will cost around 50,000 or 60,000, depending on the size. But if you take that, if you are talking about return on investments, the pigs have more return on investment when you compare it to the goats. And they also fed very cheap feed. Even though the goat feed costs less to nothing, because it's all about grass and you can easily get grass from anywhere. But yet, if you compare the 1-year goat and the 1-year-old pig, you see that this one has more money attached to it. So the ninth benefit of pig farming here right now is pork is in high demand. Believe it or not, people are craving for pork every single day. In fact, the pork market in Nigeria right now is insatiable. Even in the next 20 years, according to what people are saying, even in the next 20 years, if pig farmers continue to rise at the rate they are rising now, the pork demand in Nigeria cannot be satisfied, even in the next 20 years. So just imagine the available markets there. So that is the benefit of pig farming, because nothing gives a business person more joy than, you know, when you get your goods and there is constant market for it. There's always a selling point for it. That makes your business be moving and for you to make a profit. And so that is also the same. That's also the same case when it comes to pig farming, because there's always a steady, constant, and ready market for pork here in Nigeria and around the world. In fact, I think pork is the most consumed meat in the world, because 30% of the world population eats pork, 30% of the world population eats beef, 30% also eats poultry, that's chicken, and the remaining 10% consume goats, lamb, and other kind of meats. So the pork demand in the world is very, very high. So just imagine the market available for you. And the 10th and last benefit of pig farming is that everything in pig is being put to good use. Even the manure that the pig is defecating, so even the feces, the excreta that the pig is defecating, can be sold, you know, and made money from, because it's manure. But this is tricky because it depends on the environment you are in. But if you make the right contacts and the right connections, you can be able to be selling your dungs off and making extra income for it from it. So that is all about the benefits of pig farming. If you're thinking of engaging yourself or starting a pig farm, believe me, the benefits are endless. And if you do it right, you know, things will turn out very well for you. So my people, my viewers, thank you for watching my video today. Happy Sunday to you. And may 2020 favor us all in Jesus' name. Amen. So guys, subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget. Make us speak broken now. Don't forget. So thank you a lot, and God bless.